everyone and welcome to Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. This is Floss Tube number 45. Oh, I've left my timer over there. What are the chances? I'll just get it. There we go. My peasant is meant to get this stuff ready for me. If you're new here, that's Graham. He's not really a peasant. It's just a bit of fun we have. So hiya! It's September, which means one thing and one thing only. Nuffle is back. This is huge on me now, by the way. So I'm a Bengals fan, Cincinnati Bengals. Graham supports the Green Bay Packers, and hopefully both of those will meet in the Super Bowl, though it is probably unlikely. Because at least one of the teams will be the Chiefs, because even when they're down, they're not down. So, how are you all doing? How has the month of August been to you? It's been quite good to me, not gonna lie. I had a week off. By the time this goes up, it'll be 2 weeks ago. So I've gone to get new glasses, which I haven't picked up yet. These are the same ones I've always had. And we went out for fish and chips, and we bought a bunch of stuff in Home Bargains. We went nuts. I went nuts, let's be honest. I do have a Summer is here. She's there. But she's decided she wants to sit in this chair rather than on the bed. So you're not going to see her until I actually bring her over at some point during filming. Wow. She looks so cute. She's got on her new outfit that we got her from Home Bargains. Home Bargains is amazing, by the way. Our local place is called the Artisan Centre, and it's got a big Asda living. I bought some books. It's got a works. I bought some books. I went to get my eyes tested and got my new glasses. You'll see them in my next Floss Tube. And it's got a Home Bargains as well. It's huge. I got a new mug. It's always... no. It's all Hocus Pocus. It says something. I should have brought it up to show it off. It's like a little cauldron. I got a multicoloured one at first, but it chipped. So I was like, oh, I'll just get this proper ceramic one rather than the... because like the coating kind of flaked off. And we got a bunch of other stuff. That is, I am also never going back to Home Bargains again. So, it's WIP Parade time. Let me just get my board up. So, I've only had, we'll do finishes first. If you're new here, it is always this chaotic. But people enjoy it. So, hopefully you enjoy it too if you are new here. It's chaotic. So, I do finishes, then start, whips, purchases, plans, any other business. I've got some good any other business as well. So I've only had one finish, but I'm not going to be able to show you it because I went to Cross Stitch by Anna on Etsy and asked her to do a cross stitch of Duna, our golden retriever. She doesn't live here, she lives with my mum and sister, for my sister's birthday. So I stitched that up and gave it to her. I was going to film something to insert here, and forgot. I forgot. So if you want to see it, it'll be over on my Instagram. I'll post it over there, which is like the Wild Wild West, or the something that's really empty. I don't have time for social media, to be honest. I really don't. People like post every single day, and I can't. I don't have it with work and stuff, so I have no finishes. But that means that somebody else does. So let's take out the finishing pack. I have loads in here. These are all of my finishes that need frames, hoops, however we're deciding to do them. They need something. Actually, I need to go through actually and see if there's any that I can't actually put in hoops. Because I don't mind. I don't mind. If you hear any noise, Graham is in the loft rearranging. We're moving our desks over, so I'm going where he sits and he's going where I sit. It means that once we get the windows in the loft, I will be able to see out the window, which is really lovely. And we're moving them so we can actually get a radiator up there, so that in the winter time, when it is absolutely freezing, it won't be. Or it will be, but it'll be a bit less so. So we have one big old finish here. And this is Graham's chopping maul. This was originally done as a stitch along by the Witchy Stitcher, but you can purchase it now as the full pattern. That's what I did. And I had it all kitted up ready to do, but then Graham took up cross stitch, so he decided to do it instead. And here it is. So I need to just bring it down a touch. And that is the finished chopping maul. That is insanely good. So I can't remember whereabouts he was last time, but I didn't show you last time actually, did I? It was the time before last because he was at work stitching at that point. But look at that. Obviously it hasn't been FFO'd yet, but it will be. He is planning to frame it. It is going to look absolutely fantastic. I'll just move my head so you can just see the actual thing, because you don't need to see me, do you? I'm in my full Bengi's garb, by the way. I've got the pyjama bottoms on as well. But yeah, I just lift it up slightly. Can I get it all in? Oh, look at it. By the way, I apologise. There is stuff here. I'm just going to move it along slightly just so it isn't in shot. There's still something in shot. What is it? Is it that? There we go. You don't get professionalism here. I'm afraid you do not get professionalism here. It is rough and ready, but it's fun, so you can't really complain too much. So there it is. No. Hey, stop listening for noise. She perks her ears up, and she's like, ooh, this is someone going past my house. Ooh, must be a robber. And off she goes. It's just Dad. Good girl. Good girl. You're going to come over and see them when I've finished. Anybody might think I'm talking to myself. I am not. The spaniel is here. Promise. So Graham started this in like October, November last year. And he finished it at the beginning of August. And it's just insane. I'll bring it closer so I can like slowly lift it up. And that is a completion. Let's all just take a minute to admire it. You want to see it? Good girl. That is like November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, 10 months of blood, sweat and tears, and believe me, there were nearly tears. He did not like the backstitching at all, or the French knots. He found it really fiddly, really awkward, and I completely agree. It is difficult to do a full stitch and then come back and do the backstitch. I've learned that lesson in our backstitch as I go now. So does Graham. And I'll just show you. There's the little C he did for the chopping maul. It's a chain stitch, which is something we both learned how to do. And he's also put his name in it as well. There we go. Can you see that? Okay. Yeah. Oh no, we have a loose thread here. Oh no, it's alright. It was literally just loose. I don't know where the heck that's come from. But yeah, that is all done. Just needs framing. Hey, what a good egg. He doesn't like it when I fold it that way, actually. I fold mine so the stitching is, so you see the back, but Graham prefers it if it's folded front. So I'll just put that straight away so it's safe. I've got a stain on my Bengals jersey and I don't know what it is. It might be gravy, actually. I don't know how long that's been there. I'll have to ask Jackie to get it, see if she can get it out. It's chaotic here. I'm chaotic, I should say, actually. So, starts. Again, I don't have any starts, but I have 2 planned, which I'll discuss in plans and maybe do a bit of showing off. But Graham has started something new. And he's decided that for a second project, he's going to really take it easy. He's going to do something really simple, really easy. I'm absolutely joking. No, he's not. He's gone for the Dimensions Aurora Cabin. Let me just get my notes up. Dimensions Aurora Cabin. Oh, I've got something in my eye there. It's not just my eyeball. So he started this on the 10th of August. He's been desperate for me to write it down. I've only just done it today. And this is just a casual 50,000 stitches. This was another one that I kind of wanted to do myself, but whatever gets it done for the house doesn't really matter. So Graham has taken on this task. I am not going to take it out of its Q-snap because you can actually see everywhere he's up to at the minute. I mean, look at the back of it, just for starters, because you have to use, let's pull that out the way, you've got to use like 5 strands, 6 strands. It's quite chaotic. So like the back's probably really difficult to get any finishing in. And then here is the front with brand new Halloween needle minder. Let's see if I can just pop it on there just to give you it. This is what he's done so far. It looks so much better when you can see it like from afar. It's hard to make out any identifying features until you actually look at it the way I'm looking at it now. And you can see the tree with the snow on. He's doing like the water and all the reflections. This is his new Halloween needle minder. I have one as well in purchases. I'll tell you more about why he's got them in purchases. And just look at that. He's done, I think we worked it out, about 2,000 to 2,500 stitches at this point. Which, with only, I'm filming this on the 26th of August. So just over 2 weeks work. He only gets a Sunday to really stitch on it. But he's been waking up soon in the morning. And I keep telling him the reason he's waking up soon is because he wants to stitch. So he's been doing a bit of stitching in the morning when he wakes up. And now I'm saying you're going to program yourself to wake up so you can come and do stitching. Did I say what it was? I'll put it back and say what it was. It's the Dimensions Aurora cabin. I feel like I did, and I feel like I said it about 3 times, but there we go. That's where he's up to so far. And like, I'll bring it in closer so you can try and maybe see some of the half stitches and stuff. You got to do blending. Is it tweeding, I think? I'm not really sure if it's called tweeding or not. I should have checked that. There's blending filament goes into it. He's got to really pay attention to it, is what I'll say. Like, you can't just blasé your way along it. You kind of need to make sure you are paying attention to every single stitch and make sure it is a half stitch or it is a full stitch. How many strands of thread you need, whether you need blending filament, like there's a lot to it. It looks really good so far. The effect on it, like when you touch it, it's really thick, as you might expect. Because he's using so many strands, it's obviously puckering when you're trying to tie it off at the back. But for me, that just adds to the whole thing of it. It just adds to the excitement. He's got tons of thread with it. Like there is quite a lot of thread. We're not really sure, neither of us have ever done a Dimensions before, so we're not sure if there's going to be plenty of thread, so he's being really, ooh, I'll put that back as well, he's being really careful with it and making sure he uses the maximum amount he can out of any one piece, because I don't know how easy it is to contact Dimensions for starters, and then I don't know how easy it is to get additional thread, so we shall see on that. So that's all of the finishes and starts. Like I say, I don't have any finishes or starts, though I will next time. Tell you more about that in plans and show some bits off. Whips. Oh, excuse me. So, Maiden of Tubataha. And if you remember, if you watched me last time, I wanted to get the Q-snaps moved on all 3 of my projects, because I only have 3 projects at the moment. And by the way, I should have said this sooner, I haven't finished anything upstairs. I am still working on something from Hoops and Crosses, but I haven't finished it yet, so I didn't have anything to show. So, which one is she in? She's in here. Bear with me. So, I wanted to get a Q-snap move on all 3 of my projects, and I've successfully done that on 2 of them. And as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Is that what he said? I think that's what he said. I love Meatloaf, by the way. I got very upset the day I learned that he passed away, because I associate Meatloaf with my dad, who also passed away. My dad passed away in June 21. Meatloaf passed away, I feel like it was early 22. I always said, Meatloaf could not live in a world where my dad was not. They're about the same age, to be fair. I love meatloaf. Anyway, that's the moral of that, where I was going there. So, let me get her situated. Oh, she still fits on the board, only just. So I'll just get me that put over there. So this is the Maiden of Tubataha. This was my New Year's Day start. I am hoping, fingers crossed, to finish her so I can get a new New Year's Day start next year. But it's all to be considered. It all depends on what happens. I then also need to get the fabric. What's that? Oh my god, there's a chocolate mark on here. I am very, very careful with what I eat and drink and do around my projects. I've started where, like, I'll put... That's alright, it shouldn't impact it at all. I actually put the stitch away when I'm having me snack on an afternoon. Oh, it's coming out here as well. And it's not chocolate. I am on Sunworld. It's a hi-fi bar, so it'll be a little bit of chocolate from one of the hi-fi bars. I'll do a Sunworld update later. I'm very careful. I see people all the time who've dropped wine. I saw someone with spag bol. They dropped on the... If I was having a big hot meal, my cross stitch would not be anywhere in sight. I live with Graham, and he's dangerous. He's very clumsy in certain ways. So I try and keep him away as well, because with a cup of tea, goes everywhere. It never reaches this table, this desk here, where I'm sat, without a spillage. Never. You've never met anybody like it. It could be an empty cup of tea and it would still be spilt. So, like, you understand the danger that I'm in whenever there's cross stitch around. So I'm super careful. I don't understand how people get spaghetti bolognese on the designs, is what I'll say. So, anyway, back to the Maiden of Tubataha. I have successfully completed 4 pages of stitching on her. So, I haven't done the beading, but I've done all of the back stitch now. For up to where I am now. I am at the top now. Her bottom half is all done. And I've had a bit of a break from her, because I'll show you, it'll be easier to show you. I've come up to where her hands and stuff are, and I hate how it looks. It's half stitches and quarter stitches and small 1x1 stitches on even weave, which is over 2. And the effect is horrid. It tickles something in my brain in a not a good way. But let's show her off first. I am so proud of how much I've done. I only work on her. I worked her on New Year's Day all day when we watched the Batman trilogy, which was epic. Both the stitching and the watching. And then I primarily work on her on a Sunday. It is very rare I pick her up any other time. I don't think I do. I maybe do on a Saturday, occasionally, but she is my Sunday stitch because I've got to be careful with her. I want to make sure she's done right. I want to make sure she's perfect. I'll just move my head out the way. So this is all just from Sundays and one New Year's Day. And look how far I've come. 4 pages. So get a look at all of that I've done at the bottom. Oh yeah. And then we come up, 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 up. And this is what I was working on the last time I worked on her, which was a few Sundays ago. And I hate it. I can't get it in. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip around just for the sake of showing you the bits I don't really like. I'm going to put that over there because it's got the needle and I don't want it to go missing. And once it's done, it'll be fine. But it just looks super duper messy. So that's what I've been doing at the minute. I moved up and I've been doing her arm, which it looks okay on camera and it'll probably look okay from like far away. But all I can see is the messiness of those little half stitches. So I kind of got a bit frustrated with it. Like, I worked on it all of Sunday. The last Sunday I worked on it, I had this Sunday just gone off. And all I got done, literally, was this tiny bit of arm here. It was so fiddly and so frustrating. So I had this week off because I had a bit of a bad head. And I'm roaring toward a finish in another one, slowly. So I had some time off of her. But I'm ready to go back to her now that I'm looking at her. I think she looks amazing. I think I am always going to leave the body bit to last, the top, because it is the fiddliest. But maybe if I get the fiddliest bit done first, it'll be easier. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But I started this on the 1st of January 2024. I'm mad impressed. I've got no idea where to start when it comes to the beading. I'm going to have to go to my friend Kat from Catkin and Lily to get some hints and tips and tricks and how best to do it, because I have no idea. She's been stitched on 32 count even weave opalescent fabric by Paul Stitches Designs, and it's the colourway Atlantis. I love the fabric. I have a fabric tale to tell. I'm so thrilled with progress. I wanted to just get the Q-snap moved, so that was amazing. So I kind of hit that goal and I was like, yes, well done, Leah. 2 pages to go, which should be sufficient enough to get done before December, but I'm just not sure if I'll end up getting the beading done. I think the beading's gonna, one, annoy me. I don't think I'm gonna find the beading fun. The way Graham doesn't like backstitch or French knots. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy beading, because I do actually like stitching. I actually like getting the stitching done. So I think next time I do a Bella, I will bead as I go, and then just try and be super careful with where I'm placing the Q-snap, because I don't like the idea of having to do it all at the end. It doesn't vibe with me for some reason. But I'm really happy with it. I think she looks utterly fantastic. If I ever made a mistake initially, I was pulling it out and doing it again. But I have made a few small things that isn't necessarily noticeable. So I've just left her as she is. I'm not going to call it a personalisation because it isn't. I didn't do it on purpose. It was accidents. But yeah. And I find the stitches haven't squashed at all from being in the Q-snap, which is lovely. That was the big concern. She's been in the Q-snap pretty much since the 1st of January. In different places at different times. But, like, she doesn't look any worse off for it. Obviously, it does have a little bit of a mark on now. Well done, Leah. But it's far enough away, it's not even going to be viewable because it's, like, right at the edge here. Probably can't even see it, to be fair. But, yeah. Like I say, I've done all the backstitch. Apart from the backstitch here, I haven't done the backstitch on these corals. And then I've got to do a big, not a big head, but I've got to do a hair and a head. But get a look at her. And how nice does the fabric actually look? So that is my maiden of Tubata. I love her so much. She is magnificent. So I'm going to pop her over on the bed. As you know, I do all my Q-snapping when I'm finished filming. Just get her back on where she needs to go. And then next up is the Princess Birthday Stitch Along. Let me just grab it and then we'll discuss it. So this is the Princess Homecoming Stitch Along that I'm doing as part of the Princess Birthday Stitch Along with Cross Stitch the Globe. This one was designed by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This was the stitch along that they released in 2023. I came far too late to even attempt finishing it when everybody else was finishing it, which was like January, February this year, I feel like, before the new stitch along started, which is Arctic Animals and is so very cute. I have it to do and I can't wait to do it. And I am making good guns on this one. I have been, because I've had the time off work, I chose this as almost like my featured stitch. Just put that over there. And if you remember, last time I was working on the dragon and I was hoping to just move up into this top right corner as I look at it. So, I hope you're ready for this, by the way. This is probably the most amount of progress I've made on anything in one kind of, not one sitting, I didn't do it all in one sitting, crikey. But in one kind of like focused kind of week, focused kind of time. And this is probably the one I'll be doing today, but I'll discuss in plans because I think one of my stitch alongs is starting today, because I'll do that if it is. But it is a bank holiday in England today, so maybe it's not. But I thought it was, but I doubt myself now. This is what I get for paying attention. I should probably have that information to try and tell everybody about it. But Graham has my phone, so there we go. Because we're waiting for a phone call, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. So here is the Princess Birthday, the Princess Homecoming Stitch Along by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I was down here last time. I have finished all of this down here. And look at all this that I've done up here. Look at it. I am, like, I'd easily say 75%. Maybe 65 to 70% because I have missed a bit down here that needs to be done. But look at all of that progress. That's insane. If I didn't have 2 projects that I was starting this week, I would get this finished. But by the time we get the next WIP Parade. As it is, it probably won't. I probably won't get much progress at all now. But look how much I've done. Yes, I am clapping myself on the back. I am very happy with myself. Summer's asleep. Look at it. I just kind of was doing this. And I was like, do you know, I go through stages with this one where I'm really looking forward to stitching on it. And then sometimes I'm like, I love doing like all these little characters. And then this big dragon came and I was like, oh my god, he's so big. But then I started stitching and I was like, oh, I'm really enjoying this actually. So... oh dear. This was a worry. My back stitch has dropped. I am going to have to redo that, I think. This is the worry when you do long stitch and then you've kind of just leaving it. It's come loose. Never mind. I'll have to redo that, which isn't too big of a deal. But yeah, look at all that progress. I'm super duper chuffed with that. And that the stitches are coming out down here, the long stitch. I kind of just wiggle it back into place, I think, but I don't know. I might have to try and just take it out and just do a couple of less long stitches. But yeah. So I started this on the 6th of January. I am doing it on what I believe is 28 count Coffee Craft fabrics. There is no name. She doesn't have named fabrics. Although she's starting a website, so maybe she will start to actually name them. It's all pearlescent. I believe it's 28 count, like I say, but I'm not sure. Because I started it on the linen the wrong way around. If you all remember that. So yeah. That looks amazing to see it all. Like, I can see how much I've got left to do now, and it just looks utterly fantastic. Just leaving it up for posterity because I'm very happy. That is the singular most amount of progress I've ever done between WIP parades that I can even remember. But I was just like in the zone and getting it done. It looks fantastic. That backstitch is really annoying me, for lack of a better way to describe it. You don't even know why it's come loose. It looks like it's fastened in all good. But evidently not. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to attempt to take it out. I'm going to do it last. I'm going to come back to it, I think. Because if I do it now, it might still get wrinkled again. So I'm going to take it out after the fact. And go again. But yeah, I am super happy with that one. The top bit is actually a lot more full coverage than the bottom. Because all of the green underneath the castle goes all the way along. So there's a lot of green. So you kind of have to I just come across in stages, and I don't leave it all in a single line because you'll be able to tell then. I leave it in like zigzaggy lines. But yeah, I'm so happy with that one. I think it's going to look fantastic when it's done. I've really enjoyed that one so much. Oh god, my back stitch is crazy. Very happy with that. I'm happy with that one. So my final WIP, because I still only have 3, because I am being relatively good. That's not that. Here it is. It's in here. Now, I'm not sure how much progress I've made on this one. I haven't really touched it. This was the only one where I didn't actually manage to get a Q-snap move. I've got quite a lot left to do on this one, actually, more than I thought or expected. So this is the No Time Like the Present Stitch Along by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I started this on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. And I am, the last time I checked, I was 20-some% into it. I think once I finish this bit and actually get the Q-snap moved, it'll be more like 25%. But I have to actually put some work into it. Just put these over there. So, like I say, I don't think I've done masses on this one. I will be honest about that. Again, I go through phases with them. I go through phases with this one as well. It's really easy to stitch. This was going to be my evening stitch, but I actually was working on Duna. And I've just been working on that one, trying to get it finished, because another finish done means more time to focus on the ones I've got. Well, she says. She says. So here I am. Like I say, I am just finishing off this last little bit over here, and then I can move the Q-snap on this one. But here is the full progress on this. Ah, I love this one. I'm just finishing off the second Mr. Squirrel, and then I can move the Q-snap. I do like this one. This is a multi-year project anyway, to be fair. You know, it's 35,000 stitches. The only way I get this done any sooner is if I monogamous stitch it and just leave everything else and don't ever start anything else, which would get it done relatively quickly. But yeah. I do have a couple of starts pending, like I say, so I was going to say this will be my focus this coming month of September, but it probably won't be, because I want to keep up with them stitches that I've got to start. But we'll see. There's no rush for it. So this is on 32 count Murano Desert Even Weave, recommended by Katie, a Peacock Stitcher, and I bought it from Florishell Needleworks on Etsy. And it's opalescent as well. I didn't say that, but it's opalescent. I think I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Bless me. Summer is completely not having it today. So there we go. If you can hear that banging, like I say, Graham's just moving the desks. I could have just used his desk, but I don't like his desk. His desk is well, it's his desk, but like, it's not as good as mine. My drawers slide in and out really easy. His just like gets stuck, and it's so frustrating. So that's the last of my whips. So plans, and it's exciting. So 2 seconds, because I'm gonna get out both ones. Then that'll go back in and I'll show you it again in purchases, because I have got a purchase box now. Yes, I know. I said I was going to do something, and I did it. Would you believe? So I have 2 planned starts, and again, I wish I'd written some information down so I could fully give it. But unfortunately, that is not me. So, I'm going to get these prepared today, because while I'm doing all of them, I might as well do these as well. And the first one I'm starting, well, it might be the second one, because I don't know when this starts, because I think it starts today, but I'm not sure. This one is the Introverted Stitch by Silver Creek Samplers, and the absolutely wonderful Lucy from Hoops and Crosses is starting an introverted stitch along, where everybody stitches the same thing or something similar or something at home, separately in their own homes. So she chose this one, which I'd bought first, and she saw it and got it because I'd bought it, which was amazing. You know, I'm like an influencer, like, hello. So I was like, well, I'll start mine as well. So you don't have to stitch this one, obviously. You can stitch whatever you want. Get onto Instagram and find Lucy for all of the information. It starts on, by the time this goes up, it'll already be started. So this starts on the 27th of August, which is Lucy's birthday. So happy birthday, Lucy. Have a fantastic day. She does watch my channel, so she will see this. Have a fantastic day. So I'm starting this one, and I'm going to do it. I'll take it out because I'm going to be getting it ready anyway. Apologies. Sorry for the noise. I am going to do it on this lush matchy orange fabric. Because I want it to pop. If you look, it doesn't hugely pop, but I want it to pop. And do you know what? I can take that out of its bag as well. Because like I say, I'm going to be stitching it. Come on. Ah! I like that. Ah, so it's 2 pages of design. I love that. That's really good. So this is how they've done it on this kind of like smoky beigey grey kind of fabric. Let me see if it says, because I'll give you the actual name. So it was stitched on brown sugar from Fibre on a Whim using 1 strand of floss on 18 count. They used the Gentle Art flosses, but I've just gotten my DMC ones out of my chest. And I'm using my doggy bag because Lucy has the pets, I've got it here. Where's it at? No, I haven't. It's the Pet Appreciation Society need reminders. So in honour of that, I'm using my doggy bag for it. And like I say, I'm going to do it on this 28 count even weave from Coffee Craft Fabrics. And I'm going to do it over 2 with 2 strands. So it'll be bigger. It will be 11 by 5 inches. So I'll have to get this down in a nice area so I can actually, I tend to start really high up and it wastes a lot of fabric. This is expensive fabric. So suffice to say, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to start making the best use of me fabrics. So yeah, I'm going to do it on this nice even weave. It feels lovely. It looks stunning. Like, I might as well show you it because it is absolutely stunning. I am loving Megan's fabrics at the moment. I may have purchased some. There may be some in there. I've got a couple of boxes coming from her actually. I thought one would come in August, but I know she's gone away now, so it might just be it comes in September. But it doesn't really matter. So this is going to be started on the 27th of August. Tomorrow, hopefully, she says. Graham's working till 8, so maybe not tomorrow. By the time this goes up, I'll have already started it. But yeah, come and join us for that one. I'm very excited. And then next one, by the way, just in case you're wondering, I got the introverted design from Arts and Designs, so artsanddesigns.com. Highly recommend them. I think they are fantastic. They are a small business and they're really fast. If you order something from them, they get it shipped out so quick. Like, it's insane how quick they are. Get that chucked over there. I'm just mad impressed. And then the next one I'm starting, I believe this starts today when I'm filming, which is the 26th of August. But I'm not sure, which is bad of me because I should know. So this is the new Love Puppet Stitch Along. It's called the Night Rider Stitch Along, and as Graham asked, no, it is nothing to do with David Hasselhoff. I don't think so anyway. So here is the colour palette, which looks stunning. Lots of stormy greys and beiges and brownies, and then some nice pops of colour. And then the fabric, I believe this is hand dyed. I believe Claire hand dyed this for the stitch along, which is something I would like to learn to do. So to fully show it, I'm going to put it on the backing board. It's not huge, which I love, so it means it's not going to take forever to stitch. It can be a nice quick project, like the Dreaming of Summer Stitch Along. But here is the fabric. So it's like a lovely, like, greeny, bluey, like, I feel like it's like a swampy colour, I would say. And I cannot wait. It's stunning. I love that she's dyed it herself. And, like, done that for us. I think that's amazing. And this is obviously one of my not a purchase, I was gifted it kindly by Claire, so this was gifted to me. So I am really excited to get started on this. This is even weave. It is 28 count. I'm pretty sure it's 28 count. And I can't wait to use this. I'm just going to fold it neatly so I can find the corner, because the middle rather, as I assume that's where we'll be starting. So I'm really grateful to Claire for sharing that. I've actually subscribed to her on Patreon, and she does some nice exclusive designs on there, which will probably become available in the future, but at the minute is just for Patreon subscribers. So she had an octopus, which people were stitching as a little stitch along. I know Peachy Stitcher was doing it, I know Maxine was doing it, I'm not sure who else. And this time she's released some cute little seahorses. I am loving the sea creature theme, and I will hopefully get to do them at some point myself. And then if you remember, I said that I was going to get myself a box to put all my purchases in. So I already had a box, I just repurposed it. So that was technically, it was gifted, but it was technically something I received during the month of August. And then here, let's get all the rest of them out. It's been a good month. Where am I going to put them all? Who knows? So, as I said, I got a needle minder that matches Graham's, which is a pumpkin. You can't really see him properly. I can't hold him properly. It's enamel. I don't know where he got it. I haven't checked because he's been getting stuff for me advent calendar, so I don't want to know. I think he got it from something called the Black Wool Shop, or was this one from Very Crafty? I think this was from Very Crafty actually. I think this came second. He's been getting my advent calendar stuff and I don't want to know anything about it. So all I know is that I was given a lovely Halloween pumpkin. It's going to go on the Night Rider stitch along over there. I received 2 of the Fabulous House series. Now, maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I thought I'd already received the Lighthouse. Evidently not. I don't even remember them telling us, Patchwork Rabbit, that these weren't coming until August. There was no email sent or anything, which seems a little bit strange. I don't know why you wouldn't. Maybe I just missed it. I'm not really sure. And then, probably one of my favourites from this series is this floating house. I think that is absolutely stunning. I love the colours used in it. It just looks so good. I can't wait to stitch some of these up. I am getting them to actually stitch, and I do plan to stitch them, she says. Graham, if you remember, Graham went for fish and chips twice. We've only been once, but he went with his mum twice because they were going out anyway. And he came back and he got me this stitch from Home Bargains the first time. This is one of my upstairs stitches. Designed by Sarah Ashford. I mean, this was like £2.50, £3, which... Why? I don't know why they're doing them so cheaply, because then, you know, it's a little bit, you know, cheaper. Cross-stitch people are willing to pay, so it's bizarre that they're able to sell it for so little. And then the second time he got me this one, which says Be Happy. I am going to stitch them. I am curious if I will get on with how I will get on with it. The threads, if you get enough, we'll see. And then when we were out the other day, he got me this one. I love Tatty Teddy. I do really like Tatty Teddy. I'm really excited to stitch this one. Again, like £2, £2.50, something like that. Really insanely cheap. I then got some fabrics, like I said. So I got this Ada 16 count. Graham likes to use Ada 16 count, so I got one. I don't know if he'll use it because it's pink. Not just because it's pink, before anybody takes offence over that. But like, I'm not sure what he'll stitch on it, but I might stitch something on it. I got this bluey with like bits of pink in. It's difficult to really tell. I got this rhubarb and custard one, which I adore so much. That was the one I really wanted. And I got this one, again, blue with a bit of pinks in. This was meant to be a greeny swamp one. This and this actually look very similar. I was confused when they first came. And they're all even weaves, 2 opals, a 32 count, a 28 count, and a 28 count. Suffice to say, I am all fabriced up. Graham then got me, every month Graham gets me something on payday just because he's so kind. So I went for the plastic little covers August box, which is 3 different designs all saying nope. And I can't show you any of them because we don't have any finished pictures. But there's nope with some flowers, a froggy holding up a sign that says no, and then just one that says absolutely not with a little design around it. So that's what Graham got me. And again, that's an upstairs stitch because they're just nice and quick. And then I got myself 2 Geeky Stitching Company boxes, which I haven't even opened yet, so I'm going to do this now. These are upstairs ones as well. So one is the August Club box, that one. And one is the Tiny Hoop Club called Belief in Yourself. It's just so funny. I don't think I'm going to need this actually. I ordered as well the 12 Days of Christmas from Geeky Stitching Company. And I realised I have £20 of Geeky Stitching points to use after the fact, annoyingly. So I'm going to use them on the September Club box if I like the look of it. So that'll basically mean the September box is free, which is nice. So if you use Geeky Stitching Company regularly, you will get Geeky Stitching points. Make sure you keep track of them and log in and make an account because it is worth it. I've got like 20 quid off. Like, amazing. It's free things. So this is the tiny kit for Belief in Yourself. This nice little like creamy magnolia beige Ada. A little hoop. Pre-cut threads again. I'm so glad Jess is doing them pre-cut. And then the pattern is that. I just think that's going to be a cute little stitch. That'll be one for upstairs. And then let me show you the August Club box. I was wondering where I was going to put all of these, but actually a lot of them will go upstairs. And then next up is the August Club box, which includes 6-inch hoop, this nice greeny sage Ada, pre-cut threads, and this lovely autumnal pattern. I adore this pattern. It is so cute. The minute I saw it, I had to have it. I love the little, I don't know if it's a mouse, but I just think whatever it is, I think it's really cute. And then within the Hiya, because you do get extras in the boxes, is a skein, 2 bits of fabric, which will just go in my fabric drawer. I'll just take them upstairs maybe. And then a Kate Blanford floss drop. Oop, 2 even. So, a sparkly one. And then just a plain one. I have a lot of rubbish piling up. Are you going to go? Yeah. Yeah, so happily, they'll all go upstairs, so I don't have to find somewhere to put them up down here. I have to put the fabrics away, and then the Fabulous House series. So that's all of my stitching. Ow! Oh. Ow! Oh, she's out like a light. Poor Ben. Hey, come here. Summer. I don't really want to disturb her. So, let's talk Slimming World. Spoilers for anyone who... Oh, not spoilers. Trigger warning for anybody who doesn't really want to be triggered. I don't know why I got so distracted there. So I've been going to Slimming World now for... Let me see how long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. Though 9 weeks, because technically the first one doesn't count, so 9 weeks. And I am 13.5 pounds down, so I'm almost at a stone. I have gotten some stickers already. Bronze Body Magic, Silver Body Magic, Half Stone Award, Slimmer of the Week. And I got a second Slimmer of the Week, which I've put in there. I've got the Slimmer of the Week certificates for 2 weeks in August. Well done me. I got my bronze Body Magic in July and my silver Body Magic in August. The gold one's a bit trickier because it's 5 days a week, which I've struggled to try and get the 5 days. And then there's my half stone award. I will hopefully be picking up my stone award tomorrow, but we'll see. By the time this goes up, I may already have it. Well, by the time this goes up, I'll have had 2 Slimming Worlds, so I should definitely have it, because if I haven't, something's gone severely wrong. So I'm really happy with that. I've lost nearly a stone on Slimming World, but before Slimming World, I was up to nearly just shy of 19 stone anyway. And I'm now 16 stone 2.5. So I've lost about 2 stone really. I just hadn't been doing Slimming World at that point. So, you know, it's working for me. It is working for me. I'm happy with it. It doesn't feel like a diet. It doesn't feel like it's anything that I'm like forcing. You know, it's nice and simple for me to follow. I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see. Can't wait to watch a video in a few, not a few months, in a significant, like in like a year's time, say, and see how different I look, and like look back on, say, this one. I feel slimmer. And I feel better for it, so I am happy. I am very happy. Are you alright? Yeah, rough morning. You just had a rough morning. Before I go on to my books, I did say I had a fabric story to tell. So I got in touch with a fabric dyer whom I will not name. I asked them if they offered custom dyes. Well, actually, I got in touch via their website and didn't hear a thing. Not a dicky bird. So I went on the website and found an email address. So I emailed them. And I was like, are you able to custom dye me something similar to this? So I got the briefest of response. I also advised, I don't think your contact form is working. I got a 1-sentence response that said, no, we don't copy other dyers. Now, I didn't ask them to copy other dyer. I wanted one similar to the Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. But I didn't say, please can you copy this exactly as it is. I said, can I have your interpretation of this fabric? Nothing about the messaging system. No apology for the fact that the messages didn't get through or they didn't respond or whatever. So I responded back and I was like, well, actually, I didn't ask you to copy it. I didn't say that at all. I asked if you would give me your interpretation for it. But if you don't want my custom, okay. So they responded back. You can just look at the website, see which ones we've got, which I'd already done. Of course I'd done that. I wouldn't just send a request and then expect them to tell me what they've got. I did do that. And got basically a non-response, to be honest. So I'm running out of dyers that I will buy from now. Which is just disappointing. And you might be like, yeah, there's no point in being so petty. There's not. I'm not being petty. But I kind of just think, you know, the first dyer didn't bother to get back to me. Which is just still very irritating. And then this one was just kind of rude. Just really rude. And, you know, I don't really think there's any need for that. I don't think there's any need to be rude. They didn't bother to acknowledge the fact that I'd already sent a message that hadn't been received by all intents and purposes. So I was just a little bit disappointed, to be honest. But yeah, I'll just stick with Coffee Craft Fabrics and I'm going to try doing some dyeing myself. I am hopefully going to be able to get that Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers one. I'm just going to save up for it instead. I have got a few people hopefully interested in getting some, so hopefully that works out. But just a small tip to people, not that any of these dyers watch me. Be kind. Maybe think about your response before sending a 1-sentence response. No, I won't copy other dyers. That's not what I said. Do you want to show me where in the email I said that? And I hate being negative. I hate having to share this stuff. But I think it's important. I won't tell you who, because I don't want to get any hoo-ha or backlash because of that. But just be careful. Be careful. One thing I'll tell you, Megan from Coffee Craft Fabrics is one of the best people I've ever spoken to. She's very polite. She gets stuff out really quickly. She always keeps people updated as to what's happening. She wasn't very well before she went away. So she was telling us, you know, I'm not very well, but I'm still working on stuff, and I'm not very well, but here's what I'm doing. And, you know, the communication was amazing. So it's definitely not Megan from Coffee Craft Fabrics. And that's all I will say. I don't buy fabrics from anybody else, which I think speaks volumes. Yeah, I think it's really disappointing. I think people really need to understand that I am so big on customer service. We've had a really poor experience with Asda recently. Literally this week. So Graham bought some boxes. You'll hope he doesn't mind me saying that. Scooby-Doo ones. And they were on an L... They were like on an L bit of cardboard, like they were wrapped in. But when he opened them, they were XL. So we rang them up. And the person on the phone was like, you have to send them back. But I'm not going to be able to send out the right ones yet. You're going to have to ring up on Tuesday when they get collected. Now, we waited 10 minutes for the call to be answered anyway, which is just frustrating. But I was like, well, why can't you just send them out? I hate having to do the running when somebody else's mistake. They'd make the mistake, their factory, their plant, whatever it is. And I'm like, well, why are we having to do the run around here? Why? Your plant has made the mistake. Why not just say, keep them, we'll just send the right ones out? Or whatever. Even if we had to send them back, but he just said, well, I'll get them sent out for you, you know, it wouldn't be an issue. But no. So I was like, well, how can I make a complaint? Because this isn't great. I don't want to have to ring back on Tuesday. I'm back at work on Tuesday. I don't have time to ring up, wait 10, 20 minutes in a queue to then get the stuff sent out. It's not really effective customer service. So he said a superior would call me back. Oh. I haven't had the call yet, but there is still 24 hours left to go. I'll update you next time. Do you know? Oh, excuse me. We had the same with Amazon. Graham ordered the advent calendar bags for me that he wants to use, and he sent 2 bags of sugar, like this fake sugar. So he spent 45 minutes with the live chat talking to somebody who wasn't kind of grasping what we were trying to say. And all he could do was refund it. But it was really bad customer service. He was like leaving us hanging for like 10-15 minutes at a time. And we were like, this isn't really great. And normally Amazon will just go, here, you can have a £5 or £10 voucher. And he didn't. And Graham was like, well, how can I, you know, pass some feedback back about this service? Because, you know, I've been here for 50 minutes. And he was like, oh, I've passed feedback back to the team. But he wasn't understanding what we were asking. So then I went and spoke to somebody else a couple of days later. Because the bags had sold out. There was only one lot of the bags left and we didn't get them. And it was quite upsetting because they were the ones Graham really wanted. Thankfully, they came back into stock. The one bag, the one that we must have ordered, because they must have realised they'd sent the wrong thing. So it came back in and we've got them. And they came, spoke to someone, explained that the customer service was pretty poor, got £10. Easy. And, you know, I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, she's such a Karen, she complains all the time. I don't. It just seems at the minute we're getting a pretty bad run of customer service agents. Really poor, like really like defensive. I asked that one yesterday if I could have a complaints email address to write the complaint in. He went, there isn't one. I was like, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to prevent someone from making a complaint. I work as a complaints agent. There has to be a facility to make it in writing, by email or over the phone. And you can't prevent it. He's like, well, why would I not give you it if I had it? Well, what reason? I was like, okay, calm yourself down. But yeah, it's just like, I should put my Bengi's hat on, actually, complete the outfit. It's shocking. It takes a lot for me to complain. I am not naturally a complainer. Not to have to go and complain anyway. Another thing, oh my God, it's been one of those months. I went to my mum's to give me sister her presents and stuff, and I had my engagement ring on, and it snapped. If you remember, I went and got it resized, and it snapped seemingly where they've done the resize of it, where they've made it a size bigger, and it snapped. So I rang them up, And he was like, oh, it's still within its 1 year guarantee, so you can come bring it in. I was like, even if it's not in the guarantee, I'm bringing it in. It has snapped. What are you talking about? It's within the guarantee. I didn't say that to him, but I was like, what? So I took it in, and they've sent it off, and it's repaired. I just need to go and collect it. That cost me £80 to get that done. Jackie had one done with them. That's been absolutely fine, and my engagement ring snapped like that. I haven't worn it massively during the summer because my fingers are really swollen anyway. And I just wear it if we're going out and stuff. And I went out to my mum, so I had it on, and it snapped, and I was like, what? And then I have to trek out to give it in to get it fixed, and I've got to go and trek out to collect it and go get my glasses as well. It's just like one of those months. Just being chaotic. Utterly chaotic. Speaking of advent calendars, Graham's got mine not quite all sorted, but he has ordered a lot of stuff. He is prepped and ready for a lot of it. He knows what's going in a lot of it. He's bought loads of stuff. I'm so excited. I've got the Geeky Stitching Company 12 Days of Christmas ordered and in the bag. I'm getting one from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, which will have different mix of fabrics and bits and pieces in, which I'm quite excited for. I just want the fabrics, not gonna lie. And then I'm getting the Evertotes one, which looks like it's going to be something where you stitch something every single day, which I'm so excited about. This was a luxury purchase for me, and I'm really excited for it. It's Evertotes with modern folk embroidery, and I'm just excited to see what it looks like. I did hear from the team at Stitchfinity recently. I'd mentioned in one of my videos that was a little bit of controversy on the Cross Stitch Friends in the UK group, and they must have watched that. I can't even remember when I said it, to be honest. And they were talking about their advent calendar, which they do. It's 60 some quid. I've had a look. The ones they've done look really good. There was a Merry Christmas sign one of the years. The next year was a 3D house, and there was a third one which I can't remember. The Merry Christmas sign's the one that's really stuck with me. Oh god. And I had a really nice conversation with Annie from Stitchfinity, and they were telling me about it. I don't have the budget for it, unfortunately. I am all spent up on my Christmas advent calendars. I would love to feature it though. I would love to. It looks really interesting. But it turns out the controversy was all a bit of a storm in a teacup. Somebody, I don't know who people are who do this. Come here. Come over here. Oh, I'm going to play hard to get today. Someone had shown, so they keep it all shrouded in secrecy, which is fantastic. I think that's a fantastic idea. And someone, in their infinite wisdom, had decided to show the pattern on Cross Stitch Friends in the UK. So somebody else who'd had it and didn't want to be surprised, who didn't want the spoiler, complained to Cross Stitch Friends in the UK. Cross Stitch Friends in the UK took it down and then said no more posts about Stitchfinity because you got a complaint. But that's kind of the wrong way to go about it. You should have just banned the person who showed it. And then said, I mean, people should know you don't show patterns in posts on Facebook. You just don't do it. I don't know why people need telling. So it's a strange one that they've kind of banned all posts about it. I was kind of like confused. I thought Stitchfinity had done something wrong. But it turns out it was just somebody who had a Stitchfinity calendar, thinking they were being all clever, showing off what it was, and then spoiled it for people. Like, oh, way to go. It's like that one with the Caterpillar one who did it, bragging about the best thing ever. Like, that's a spoiler. And bragging about being so impatient that I had to open it all in one day. Like, oh, well done. Yeah. Well done. You're a fully grown adult who has absolutely no willpower. Bravo. Gold star. I've no truck for it. I have no truck for it. I'm going to come and get you in a minute. I just think people who ruin things for other people, there's a special place reserved for them in hell. Yeah, I'm saying it. It is. It's dreadful. I hate when people do that. I'm in a few book groups on Facebook, and people put, oh, that plastic twist was epic. I'm like, stop! That's a spoiler. Publishers have even started putting it in blurbs now. A twist you'll never see coming. Well, I'm going to see it now, aren't I? I'm going to see it because you just told me about it. I was so raggy about these things. So, let's talk books. I want to show you my Kindle because I've been doing some decorating. So, I upgraded my case. I sent the Amazon one back and got a flowery one and got some Taylor Swift stickers. I can't remember where I bought them. I am so sorry about that. And then I got some more stickers there. Some of these are from Amazon. I got a skin for my Kindle. And I got a pop socket, which comes out so I can hold it. I do think I need to move it over here. Yeah, over here somewhere, actually. But never mind. Got a skin for the back. And some more stickers. These were from SB Bookish Boutique, something like that on Etsy. That's where the skin was from as well. And I just love it. So yeah, I've leveled up my Kindle game. It looks utterly fantastic now. I love my Taylor Swift stickers. I don't know if these will come off. I have a feeling they might. But we'll see. I don't know if I showed this case off. This was made by my friend Rachel. She crocheted it for me. I paid her for it, just so everybody knows. It's a lovely teal colour. And look at that nice button it's got on. But I love it so much. And then I'm starting to collect special editions again. So I've signed up for the Illumicrate Afterlight box. It is fully romance. And this is a spoiler for the August box if somebody happens to be here and doesn't want to be spoiled. So I signed back up to that. Not back up, I've never had that before. That wasn't going when I was getting bookish boxes. And here's the book this month. It's called The Parent by Casey McQuiston. It has an exclusive cover. I nearly dropped it. It has these stunning sprayed edges. It smells amazing. I love the smell of books. If you're not a book reader, you might not understand, but books smell amazing. It has a lovely cover underneath the cover. It has end papers, and it is digitally signed by the author. And I'm assuming it is a first edition. No, this is a second edition. That's a bit strange. You would think it would be a... first edition. I can't wait to read it. I think it sounds fantastic. I think this is what I'm going to read next. I can't wait to see what I get each month. Come over here. I love it. I've also ordered some... Come here. I don't know how I'm going to get you off. Come here. Come on. Come here. Summer. The viewers want to see you. Now come here. Don't make me come and get you. Don't make me come and get you. I will grab you. I will grab you. Right. No. She's just rolled completely onto the chair. Summer! She can't get up. Come here. Come here. Right. That's it. Right. That's it. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, hey. Say hello. Ah, everybody's missed you. Let's show them your outfit. What? Show them your outfit. So she's in her spooky outfit. Oh, her legs come out. 2 seconds. Let me put her leg back in. It's a spooky Halloween outfit. Hello. Hello. Say hello. Give me a kiss. Say hello, Lay's Questy's Corner. I'm keeping Leah company today. So I've ordered a few special editions from Waterstone. Sorry, I got distracted there trying to get so... Ah, you're tired. I know. I know. It's a hard life. She's been for 2 big runs this weekend. I'll get back to the... Ow! Ow! That hurt. Mwah. So she's been for 2 big walks over the bank holiday weekend. We went for a big walk on Saturday, and then on Sunday we went up to this field we always go, and there was so many pheasants. So she was running and she was raffing and she was telling them off. But yeah, she didn't know what to do with herself. I think she was so confused because there was so many. But she had the best time, and now she's having a relaxing Monday. Just a chilled bank holiday, aren't you, Flowey? Are your babies there? Where's Dad put your babies? Oh, over there. I know. Ah, thank you. Ah, she's living her best life, for anybody wondering. She's all good. She is living a full little best life. Yeah. It doesn't really look comfortable for anyone, to be honest. Oh, come here. There we go. Right, look up. Right. Say hello to the camera. So I've been ordering some special editions from Waterstones. I've got them coming. Graham's treated me to 2, which is nice of him. One is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, to go with It Starts With Us. I can't wait to read that again. I really enjoyed it. And the other one is called Rewitched. And it sounds amazing. I think it's by Lucy Jane Wood, I want to say, but I might be wrong. It's got some stunning sprayed edges. I also have pre-ordered the new Sophie Kinsella. I can't remember what it's called. I looked yesterday because I forgot. I can't remember. I think it's called This Is What It Feels Like. And it's a novella. It's signed. And it's all about Sophie's been struggling with... She had like a brain operation, a really big brain operation. And this is like a very personal novella, which I can't wait to read. I also pre-ordered the new Cassandra Clare, which comes out next year. The Rag Picker King. I have the first one over here somewhere. It's got nice sprayed edges. I also have got on pre-order the Pumpkin Spice Cafe from TikTok Shop. Say that 3 times fast. I dare you. With nice sprayed edges. Do you see a theme here? And then finally, the new Alice Feeney novel. I read one of her novels recently called I Know Who You Are, and it blew me away. It blew me away. It was so good. So I've ordered from Bert's Books a signed, dedicated, sprayed edge edition that comes out in January. I'm so excited. And then I've got some books coming from the works. I might get some more. Was there any more? Graham's just now learned about half of these. Ah, dear. I know. Deary me, yeah. So yeah, I'm really into reading at the moment. I've finished Flawless by Elsie Silver, which is a yeehaw cowboy romance set in Canada, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was so good. I 100% recommend it. I've got the rest of the series to read, and I cannot wait. And I also read The Co-Worker by Frida McFadden. Again, I love that. I finished that in a couple of days, a couple of sittings in a couple of days. So good. And I was telling Graham about it. I was like, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and oh my god. I won't spoil it, obviously. I have started a book talk on TikTok, a book talk. Leah_reads_books, where I do unboxings. Like, I unbox this, The Parent. I will do reviews and show what I've been reading. It's just a little bit of fun. I might not get loads of time to do it, but I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this month. I love it. I'm really happy to be reading again. We're going to change all these shelves round, and then I'm going to keep all my special editions down here of books. So you may not notice it, so I'm going to take all of them off and then just put special editions on. I'll just slip the special editions in, pull off, until it's all special editions. But yeah, I'm so excited. Are you looking at the camera? Oh, it's been lovely having you. And people would be so happy to see you. So that is me. That is my month. I think I've shared everything. I think, she says, hopefully. I hope you all have a good September. We will. Nuffle's back, like I say. So excited. Can't wait. Love Nuffle season. We watched Green Bay win in pre-season. We watched the Titans and the Saints last night. We watched the Bengals the week before and they lost. But the Chiefs have been losing as well, so it could be a good omen. You never know. So I'm going to get all of this stuff tidied up. Summer's probably going to have another nap. Just come up here just to say bye. So say, here, look, over here. Look at the camera. And say, please subscribe to Leah if you like her. No, okay, yeah. Say bye-bye. Mwah. Can I go back on your chair? Are you sure you don't want to stay here? I know. Look at you. Can you see yourself? I bet you cannot. She smells wonderful. If I could bottle the smell of a spaniel, I absolutely would, because she smells lovely. She has that like just lush smell to her. And then sometimes she gets all sweaty if she's under the blanket, and that's even better. She smells lovely when she's sweating. Like, I just, honestly, look how lovely and cute she is. Right, on that note, we're going to go, aren't we? We're going to go back to sleep. And I get all this tidied up. And we'll see what Dad's doing. Yeah, we'll see what Dad's doing. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please do. Trying to go back over there. Oh God, don't. Right. There we go. Looking longingly at the chair. I got distracted. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Please do. It helps the algorithms. It tells YouTube, oh, people like that. We're going to promote it to other people who will come and like that. If you're not subscribed, please do. I post content on the first Wednesday of every single month, without fail, she says. And it's usually WIP parades, purchases, finishes, all kinds of good cross-stitch stuff. I wish I had more time to do some other stuff, but I don't, unfortunately. So this is what you get at the moment. Leave a comment. I do reply to all my comments. I love comments. Let me know what you're stitching. Let me know your thoughts. Am I being too harsh by not using these dyers who don't respond or respond poorly? I'm not saying who they are, which is important. So I'm not stopping anybody else from purchasing from them. But I have standards. Very high standards. Can't have that high standards. I'm a Bengals fan and a Man United fan. So I'm going to tidy up, and I will see you all in a month. I hope you all have a fantastic time. I'll see you at the beginning of October, which is holiday month. Once I'm filming next time, which will probably be the end of September, it'll be for the video that goes up in the first week of October, and that's when we get to go to Inverness. I cannot wait. There'll be lots of stitching time in Inverness. Can't wait. Bye!